Hi everyone, welcome back to a new beginner crochet vlog, and in this vlog we are going to focus on Christmas gifts. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and I've been crocheting for less than a year, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, and I like to crochet in my free time and just share the journey with you all. It's been so fun, and if you're interested in that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so I can see you again next vlog too. So like I said, the focus is Christmas gifts, all right? So I have a little post-it note of some ideas, and in this vlog we're just going to work on that. We're just going to focus on Christmas gifts, and this is what I have in mind. Okay, so I had some ideas for handmade Christmas gifts that I would like to make for my toddler. They were like a puppet theater thing for the door that requires sewing. I have not opened my new sewing machine yet, so I don't think that's going to happen this year. So we're crossing that off, but I do have other ideas. And there was like a frog and toad felt puppet that I was thinking about making. That's still a possibility, but for handmade crochet items that I would like to make my toddler, I have two things. One is my first amigurumi piece. I've never made amigurumi successfully, but my toddler has always asked for an octopus, which is lucky for me because I feel like that's a really good, easy first thing that I could make. So I'm gonna look at some tutorials on YouTube and maybe try that during this vlog sometime. The other thing is I really want to make this crochet track. My daughter has gotten into card lately, so I thought this would be really fun and easy to kind of roll up, and she can play with it anywhere in our house, or maybe we could take it places too. So I just bought this pattern, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try that. I also want to make a cat AirPod case for my sister-in-law. This would be a really cute case for her that she would love, so I think there's a YouTube tutorial that I can try and follow for that. So recently saved this pattern for fingerless gloves. I want to make something for my mom. I think this could be really cute, but I also know she loved that scarf that I was working on, so maybe we'll do a scarf for her, not entirely sure. And the last thing on my list is washcloths. I really want to make some waffle stitch washcloths for myself, for, you know, people to put in stocking stuffers, whatever. I think it'd be a really nice, easy gift to do to offset maybe some of the harder ones that I'm trying as a beginner. So that's what's on my list. I don't know what we're going to accomplish. I don't know how good it's going to go, but I just thought I would share all of those with you. I also bought a pattern for these felted slippers. I know like the sailor slippers are super, is it the sailor slippers? Is that what they're called? Anyway, they're everywhere. The knitted ones, I do not know how to knit yet, but she released, or this creator released, a felted crochet version, and I'm like, okay, maybe we can do that. So I also bought that pattern. I would like to try it. I just don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon, but I also thought I would share that because I think it'd also make a really great gift. The next time I check in, we'll have started something, and I can't wait to see what kind of gifts we can create together. Okay, I'm pulling up the pattern for the racetrack playmat right now. It says medium worsted weight yarn, which is great. Okay, I just need like a green. They have a gray, a white, and a black. Just the pattern, and I am not 100% a pattern girly yet. That is gonna take some time for me to figure out, but it looks doable. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get our colors. This green or this green? This is more like a sagey green. Wait, I think I might I have this. Oh my gosh, I have so much green. These are the greens. I am not a huge Caron Simply Soft person, but it would be nice to use this up, wouldn't it? Maybe we'll do that. Got gray. I have this Big Twist Living that I bought before Joanne left us, RIP, and black. So these are the 4 colors that I'm going to use. I have to leave pretty soon actually, so I don't have a ton of time, but I might just kind of start this and see how it goes. Okay, yeah, definitely not gonna get much done before I have to leave in like 2 minutes. I gotta go pick up my daughter from preschool, but I just wanted to give myself a half an hour of the 3 hours that she's at preschool 2 days a week to just work on something. A lot of what I do during the time that my daughter's on school is just get things done and do my work that I need to do for like social media and things like that. So the time goes by really fast. I was listening to a podcast while I was doing these double crochets and then just trying to figure out what to do after I get this first row done. And yeah, it was like, you know, when you drive and you have to like turn the radio down to like see the street signs. Yeah, I had to turn that off just so I could get my brain to wrap around this. Cause like I said, I'm pretty new to like just crocheting from a pattern like this that is just longer, you know, a little different than the paper chain garland that I made. Okay, that's all we got. I gotta go grab my mail, pack up the things that I need to drop off at school, and we'll pick this up at some point. we are getting some studio time, and I've been working on the racetrack Christmas gift for my toddler. My husband tagged in, and I just made myself some hot cocoa, so we're just having a cozy, you know, little break. I had the neighbor kids over, and we have this whole playroom out there, but as soon as I went in here, they wanted to come in here, and they kind of messed up the place a little bit, but that's totally fine. We'll clean it up. I'm just glad they were having some fun. So let's kind of do an update on this project. Let's chat. So here's where we're at. I am loving it. I think it's so cool, and I can't wait to see it done. Some thoughts. I started using stitch markers for this end sequence part because it was just kind of helping me kind of keep track what was like the stitches along the side versus like whatever we needed to do on this end. So I didn't start it too soon or like too late. So that has been really helpful. I have one here and one here. This next section is like the black, like the road section, and that's kind of going to be the longest. So I feel like I'm not entirely sure if I'm even halfway yet, but it's moving pretty quick. I started this yesterday. I also forgot that I needed a 5th color, and thankfully I have it. So I only have yellow in this cotton color, some big twist cotton, and I love the color. It's a nice buttery yellow. It's not acrylic like the rest of the project, but I think that's literally fine for the road stripes. I honestly also wonder how this project would be in cotton, because I love cotton and I love when the stitches look so good. And sometimes with acrylic, I don't feel like they're as like defined. So anyways, I'm like petting it. I think it's turning out so cute. I just have a few, let's see, I'm about to be on round 9, and there's 18 rounds. I think I'm gonna put a YouTube video on. I was watching the Faded Wildflower Crochet's Advent video, so let's work on this and watch that.
I absolutely love this yarn. It is so mixed up. It is just a single strand here. Now, hey guys, it is day 2 hours ago, and I haven't heard from them.
I literally just finished the crochet card track, so I just wanted to do a reveal. Now that it's complete, I've even woven my ends for you. Just a little recap. This is a Christmas gift for my daughter. She has seen me working on it, but she's 3, so now that the product is finished, I'm gonna hide it from her. She's currently at grandma's with my husband. He's giving me some free time this morning, so I thought I'd finish this, put it away to put out on Christmas, and I'm probably gonna put out her little princess cars with it. I used 5 different colored yarns. Most of them were acrylic, and then I used cotton for the road stripe, which I'll show you in a second, and that's just because what I had on hand. I didn't want to go and buy another acrylic color. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. It turned out so good. Obviously it was all like crinkled up, but I'll show you kind of flat in a second. Turned out so good. I absolutely love it. So just a couple of things after making it. I did mostly follow the pattern, but I did have to make some adjustments because with all of the increases the pattern had, I noticed that my edges, this end sequence over here, was getting a little bit wavy. So I did have to do some without increases just to kind of get rid of that intense waviness. Like it was getting really intense, and it was happening in this black section here. So I took a couple of increases out of that. And then the other thing is just that I am fine crocheting in like this round, but like my issue and my inexperience is showing in, I think, the color changing. So they had you change colors in the slip knot to just pull up that new color. But what I was finding is I was just having a hard time making it so that that color that I was changing to wasn't like, was staying in its own row and like pulling it tight. So I don't know if that's me or if that's typical or what other method I should be using. I tried to change my technique up here where I was trying to tie the new color on instead, and I just don't know. I don't know what I could have done to make it be a little bit cleaner here in terms of the color changes, but it's fine. Maybe you can't tell as someone who isn't a crocheter, but the other thing is I did make a couple mistakes early on where I accidentally put the stitch in the wrong spot, but not a big deal. Let me tell you, my 3-year-old is not going to care. So here's a close-up, and then I'll show you it laying flat in a second. So it's a pretty good size. I'm tall, so keep that in mind. So like the end of my arm to like the middle of my chest here. So the plan is to like be able to roll it up and it just be easy to store. So like here it is rolled up. Like I think that is so perfect and nice. I can just shove it in her toys, and when she wants to get it out, she can. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, this is another thing I did. So there was that footage of me working at Panera, and I totally spilled my hot chocolate on it, so I do need to give it a wash. So there's a hot chocolate stain on there. Just remembered that that's there. So there's that. Here's the back side of it. So I just kind of, you know, wove the yellow through and tied that off. I was glad that I didn't like count it all out. I just decided to go like every 4th stitch to kind of create the road lines, and I was just off by like 1. So these are pretty even. So that's the end result on that. I just thought I'd share that with you real quick. I absolutely love it. And let's work on another Christmas gift. I don't know what I want to do. I have some ideas. I found a really cute applique Mothman that would be so cute to make up for my husband, maybe put on a sweatshirt. And then there's also that cat AirPod case that I was thinking about making. So let's make one other thing in this vlog, and then that'll be it.
Not that you guys need a demo, but here is my daughter's Lightning McQueen car. I just thought I'd show you what it looks like on here. Oh, it fits perfectly. Look at it go. Oh my God, I cannot wait to give this to her.
Last check-in for this vlog to just kind of wrap things up and talk about what we got done. So yesterday we went to take my toddler to go see Disney on Ice, and it was so adorable. And I wanted to have a project to work on in the car because it's 50 minutes there and 50 minutes back, so that's a lot of time that I could be crocheting. I really wanted to work on that cat crochet AirPod pouch, but I needed to follow a video tutorial to make it, and I couldn't find like a written pattern for it, the one that I liked. So I pivoted because I wasn't going to be able to watch the tutorial in the car because I knew my toddler was going to be sleeping, which she was, but I kind of had this cotton in my bag and I was looking for an easy washcloth pattern because that was something that I also wanted to do. So I went ahead and found that, and I, as you saw from the footage, started working on that and finished it last night. So here is this little Suzette stitch washcloth. I think it turned out so cute, and it was something that I finished and started in one day. I was debating adding a border to it, but I would rather start other projects than make a border for this. The other thing I am not very confident in is like adding a border to the sides, because I'm always just like, where do they go? I feel like I'm confident on the top and the bottom, but the sides, I feel like I'm just guessing. And like, is everyone guessing, or is there a way to do it? So if you have any tips, please let me know. Maybe by next year, our washcloths will have borders, but not this year. In this video, we got a washcloth done and we got our racetrack done. So I'm excited to have a couple of gifts done. And I think in next vlog, we're gonna keep working on Christmas gifts because I would like to do a couple more things. I'm pretty happy with what I got done this week because I don't have a ton of free time, so I just kind of fit it in when I can. If you want to see more daily content from me that's more lifestyle and stay at home, work from home mom based, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Otherwise, thanks for spending a little bit of your time with me, and I'll see you in the next one.